Hi guys, how's everybody doing today? Oh look, there's my bestie Diamond Cutter. I'm sorry, but I think I have been pretty quiet through this whole freaking situation. Hey Pugs, Diamond Cutter, critters. I was just thinking about you the other day. Hey Zero, hey Miss Leah. You know, Pugs, you say thanks for acknowledging. Well, let me tell you something, Pugs. I think Alicia is shitting on the wrong people. Hey, Sweet Pea. Hey, Tess. So I can acknowledge the fact that I think Alicia is shitting on the wrong people. I don't think her friends like Pugs, like Barnyard, like whoever else she shit on lately. Hey, Ann. Well, I can't really say that I am shocked, Ann. Hey, Carla Ray. Hey, Brooklyn Hood. I can't really say that I'm shocked. Hey, Morgs. Because nothing shocks me when it comes to Alicia. Nothing. I'm shocked some people haven't seen it prior to now, Barnyard Pugs, or maybe they have seen a little bit of the insanity, but yet still remained her friend, which is what friends do until you get pushed so hard that you just can't be friends anymore. Hey, Allerker, Michelle. But I have been listening. Hey, Squirrel Sandwich, Jenny Hansen. Hey, Kathy Clock the House. Been a little busy over here in my real life. I think I've ruptured a disc or something in my neck. I've been in excruciating pain and nothing is working. Went to the urgent care. Of course, they said follow up with your general practitioner. Doing that. Need to get x rayed, see what's going on. I don't care what they do, cut the arm off, whatever. Hey, just a troll, just another troll, Ninja Orchids, Sativa. But I have a new realization for anybody who suffers from ruptured disc, fibromyalgia, whatever, chronic pain. I have a whole new outlook about these people. Hey, Rockabit. My neck's been sore and stiff for the past week. I feel like I'm dying. Well, I'll tell you what, I woke up one day and I thought maybe I just slept funky. And I mean, the pain in my arm, all the way to my elbow, is like a freaking toothache. Hey, Donna Baird. But hey, Tawanda. But enough about me, because I'm just an old dried up hag. But I don't know why Alicia feels the need to assume that because Diamond Cutter spoke out because of the way she was treated, that it meant that she was automatically like teaming up with folks. I can honestly say that I do listen to Diamond Cutter, and sometimes it's not drama. She's just going out to Mama's farm and taking care of business. I'm going to do that, Madison. I'm waiting on my general practitioner to give me a referral. It's the only way my insurance will pay for it. Uh, yeah, so I do listen to her sometimes, but I thought she made herself real clear the other day when she was getting those rapid fire messages from Alicia. When she went live to talk about it, I thought she made it pretty freaking clear that she was really busy. She was with a family member that was having a medical procedure that's obviously not just hey, PF. Uh, obviously it's something kind of serious. No idea what it was. Don't need to know. But And I fully expected when she was saying that Alicia was rapid fire messenger or her like that, messaging her like that. I thought, well, that's just typical Alicia. I think my biggest problem was when Alicia went on Diamond Cutters, which I will always call Barnyard. I can't help it. It's just what I know her as. But when she went on her personal, real life, friends and family Facebook page and said what she said about her, that's probably what I had the biggest problem with when it comes to Alicia, because it's not really any of my business that Alicia and Barnyard, hey, coffee chat. Yeah, it is. We're all dried up hags. I mean, that's just her go to thing. But whatever. I mean, she's right behind us. Uh, at this point in life, you're pretty fired up about being a dried up old hag because the alternative sucks. That is going real life, in my opinion. Going on her personal Facebook page where her family and friends participate. Right, PF. For all of her family and friends to say for however long it was able to be up there before Barnyard either noticed or could get to it and delete it or whatever. I'm not really, hey, teacher mom, not really looking at chat right now, guys, because I can't, you know, I guess my brain is as dried up as my hag is. But that really, that's when I said, you know what? If that doesn't show you fucking crazy, it is childish. It's very childish. The fact that she wouldn't answer the phone and have a conversation with somebody who has supported her through some of the, I mean, all the dragons I've given her, all the dragons Wendy V has given her, all the dragons, everybody on here, every battle they've had with Alicia, Diamond Cutter has stood by Alicia. And for Alicia to just come right out and say, and she always throws my name in there. You're just teaming up with Tracy. You just want to team up with the truth. It's not about teams, Alicia. Tag, you're out because you don't know how, Alicia, to be a reasonable, clear minded person. Remember, this all started with a simple question about a screenshot from her live stream, and she has since told 15 different stories about said screenshot. When it could have been as simple as go up on Amanda's panel, say, guys, and please, Alicia, the I had to close that email account because Tracy was harassing me. Are you kidding me? I was harassing you. And then to even go above and beyond that and say, all of her friends know it. I don't know why they won't speak up. Who? Raise your hand if you know that I was harassing Alicia in emails, because I can promise you for every one I sent to her, she sent me 5 in return. Because, right, miserable. Oh, yeah, the freak out over the leaf in the hair. That, you're right, PF. That's still, but, people who really genuinely care about her put all of that insanity aside and said, okay, she might be a little high strung, she might be a little reactive, but she's still a good person. But what you did to Diamond Cutter, Alicia, that's not a good person. Hey, Shauna B. That's not being a good person. You know what she's going through. She has a mother in hospice. Oh, and you can't forget that. Remember when Alicia said that I was using my brother's cancer to downplay her cancer? Keep in mind, my brother will be deceased 4 months in 2 days. I just went in and cleaned out his closet this morning. Had my good O sit down and cry. But that's what I got from Alicia, that I was using my brother's cancer to downplay hers. So then she wants to say that Barnyard was using her mother being in hospice care to excuse her behavior, to downplay Barnyard's behavior, which Barnyard hadn't done anything other than spend time with her family. Yes, Michelle, it's been 4 months. It'll be 4 months in 3 days. He died on April 23rd at 7:07 a.m. I know, it's hard to believe. And in the Barnyard and Alicia going back and forth, back and forth. I got to be honest with you, I was just watching. I was just sit back watching. And the fact that Alicia always throws me into the mix. Well, you just want to be Truth's friend. Well, I can tell you what I would never do to any of my friends is I wouldn't go on their private family Facebook and write, "You're a lying, backstabbing bitch," or something to that extent, because that's real life. But remember, Alicia only matches energy. She only matches energies, you all. So, what did Diamond Cutter do that was equal to? Because she didn't give any text messages or anything to that Everything is YouTube's channel or whatever. She didn't hand over anything. The person, whoever's behind that account, got that from a live stream. So what energy? I mean, that's a whole lot of bad energy you're throwing at Barnyard when all she did was not understand what the fuck you were cussing her about, Alicia. I'm telling you, Alicia is the kind that would go so low. She does not care. She does not have a conscience. And I have known this for years. Right. A stream she was a part of. There is no too low. And I know she gets mad at me because I call her a cop caller. She is a cop caller. She is an admitted cop caller. She called on Molly Golightly and she called on Corey. Now, you don't have to like Molly Golightly. You don't have to like Corey. But she called over words on YouTube. Now, she wants to say that her life was being threatened. Isn't it funny how everybody Alicia has a problem with has somehow threatened her life or her livelihood? As if everybody on YouTube that comes into contact with Alicia just decides, well, I'm just going to email her or text her or uh, reach out to her Facebook or whatever, and I'm just going to threaten her life. Or well, I proved it. No, this is how Alicia proves something. This is what she does. She'll say she proved something, but yet she'll pull her channel every month or so. So you can't go back unless you just want to spend all your time on YouTube recording fucking Alicia. So you can't even go back and pull her own words because if you clip it, I mean, I don't know how to do it any other way, but the way that I clip it, if the video or the channel comes down, the clip goes away. So it gets to the point that you can't even fight with Alicia anymore. But this time, nobody was looking for a fight. Nobody was talking about her. Look how long I've bit my tongue over it. Yeah, I go into chats and I do fuck with her. I do. Because, well, She's not a good person. Hello, sour girl. She's just not a good person, in my opinion. She is not a good person, which is another reason it blows my mind after watching Leanna, Makeup Mobsters, chat yesterday. That Leanna didn't just stop. I don't mean to call her that. I mean, that's her name. But Makeup Mobster didn't just stop her live stream and say, Alicia, quit. Just stop what you're doing. Because some of Makeup Mobster's staunchest, her biggest supporters, I mean, we're talking JP, we're talking Purple Rain, we're talking B-Fergs. I mean, these are diehard Makeup Mobster supporters that are seeing right through Alicia. And Makeup Mobster could have nipped that all in the bud yesterday, but she chose not to. So, did I want to see a public fight? Nah. I mean, I'll be fine without seeing a public blast. But Makeup Mobster, if this girl, the woman, she's not a girl, she's a grown ass fucking woman. If she's going to run around and drag you down by throwing your name in everything she says, then you have every right to step up and nip it in the bud. Nip it. I know I was being sneaky about it, Sarah. Because number one, I don't know how long I can sit in this position, and because I'm in so much pain. I was really shocked that Makeup Mobster didn't, at some point in her live, just, say, Alicia, stop. These are my friends. These are my supporters. Because I know that Makeup Mobster is friends. Oh, she definitely says confident, very confident that she will always mod for MM. Sarah, the shoulder pain ain't never gone away. It's been here for 3 weeks now, but I'm working on it. But I'm sitting there watching it. I mean, the chat is fire. I'm not really paying much attention to what Makeup Mobster has to say because I thought some of the shit she was saying was just, you know, way to go, way to go, way to take the diversion off of Laura. Well, I got to agree with Diamond Cutter on this one. Who took any kind of thing off of Laura other than Alicia? Maybe Alicia and Laura's working together. Or is it because Makeup Mobster was getting a little bit of attention and sympathy because of what was done to her, which was fucked up? What Laura did was fucked up. There's no doubt about it. Most of us said that, haven't darkened her door since. Some people have decided to stay with Laura. Some people have decided to walk away from Laura. If you think I'm going to spend my next 6 months on here, or, ooh, I'll try that, sour girl. But I don't think it's in the muscle, but I'll try it. Oh, I saw that. Came in your live as the D. That's another thing. Does she not realize if somebody wanted to be petty by changing her avatar to pornography and it's showing up in Leanna's chat, somebody could have been petty, reported that, and Leanna could have lost her channel. Leanna could have lost her channel over Alicia's antics. She's becoming a liability, Makeup Mobster. But you keep on keeping on, girl. You keep on having her back. And Makeup Mobster did call her out a little bit. And at this point, I don't know what other conclusion you can come up with other than the fact that, Alicia, you're causing all of this havoc all on your own. It's not coming from any other direction other than yours. Because one question was asked: who were you emailing back and forth with to talk about a list? It wasn't being demanded. Hey, if you have it, can you throw it my way? It would have been so simple for Alicia just to simply say on Amanda's panel. Now, she don't have to spin it up with a bunch of lies that she had to cancel, delete that email address because Tracy was harassing me. Because there was no harassment. It was two people emailing each other equally. Some of them are very cordial, some of them not so much, but equally. There was no harassment. Right. Now, boom, the troll that has been threatening her life, never seen proof of that. The troll who was threatening her business, have not seen proof of that. Does she even realize if this is Alicia doing this shit? Does she even realize the amount of grief she's brought upon the real unknown Capone? She don't care. Because remember, Capone used to be Laura's biggest simp. So who better to troll under? Who better to use their name than Capone? Right. As Tracy's friend, I can tell you she's never been obsessed with you. To the point that I've kept quiet pretty much through all of this. Other than typing in some chats. But nothing I've said, I'm not lied on her. She is a cop caller over words on the internet. And she proved by what she did to Diamond Cutter to go onto her personal Facebook page and write something so nasty for all of Diamond Cutter's friends and family to witness that she's a real lifer. And no, she doesn't match energies because Diamond Cutter wasn't throwing that kind of energy. So that's not matching energies. That's not for an right, PF. And the thing is so many of us saw through it so long ago, but can't really, blame the ones who still wanted to be your friend, that still want to this day. I don't care. She could probably use a couple of friends right now. Hope she doesn't treat you the way she did Diamond Cutter, because she acted as if that friendship just was totally disposable. PF, you and your mama. God love her. No, that's real life. But Alicia will tell you, I don't go real life unless somebody's fucking with my family or my business. I don't think Diamond Cutter fucked with her family or her business. But what she did, she went real life. But Diamond Cutter, I watched that live over her jab about not having children, which is a horrible thing to say to a woman who, in my opinion, would be a wonderful mother. Um, but also to any woman uh, that can't bear children. Hey, Junebug. But she knew just where to jab you, Diamond Cutter. She knew just where to poke at you. Hey, Gypsy Ross Dog. She knew just that tells you how the wheels in her fucking head spin. That she knew just where to go at Diamond Cutter to hurt her the most. And what does Diamond Cutter do? She has her up on the panel and they smooth things out. Diamond Cutter forgives her. All is well. It wasn't good enough. Alicia has to go even fucking lower because Diamond Cutter is not jumping to Alicia's her music. Diamond Cutter is not dancing when Alicia says dance. Diamond Cutter's not jumping when Alicia says jump. Because Alicia needs people that's going to have her back through anything, no matter what she does. What did Donna say? I don't know. But Alicia needs those kind of friends that are going. She cannot have somebody in her life that's going to tell her she's wrong because she'll lose her shit. She'll totally come unglued. I thank God for the friends that I have behind the scenes, like Junebug, like Sarah, uh, and several others who tell me when I'm wrong. But Alicia is just one of those people. You cannot be friends with her unless you totally go along with everything she does. And when you draw that line in the sand and say, okay, I can't do this, that's when you become public enemy number one. Instead of, like Barnyard said back during the cancer wars, how many people were fed up to their freaking eyeballs over that shit? It was gross, it was disgusting, and it went on way too long. So, what do we have? We have a real lifer like Laura who had cancer, and we have a real lifer like Alicia who had cancer. So, there you go. Captain Avi, you didn't get a notification? Hey, Daria. But if this doesn't give people some idea of how Alicia her mind works, it's quite fascinating, to be honest with you. Which is probably why I get tickled that I can trigger her so easy, is because of the way her mind works. And it's like I said, I've always been like fascinated. And I'm not comparing Alicia to freaking serial killers or anything, but I've always been fascinated with the human mind. Hello, YouTube hypocrisy. Alicia is going to be called out on this. Go back to zooming into Laura's candles for 4 hours instead. Who? I don't zoom in on Laura's candles. I don't. I don't participate in destroying anybody's business. Not Alicia's, not makeup mobsters, not Laura's, not anybody's. I don't like the idea of hurting somebody's income. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Are y'all sorry I'm back? Oh, God. See, it's really not that bad being friends with me. I'm really an easygoing person. I really am. I'm nothing like I used to be. Remember how I used to freak out on here? This kind of shit, I'd have been all over it a couple years ago. But it's just not worth it. It's like, it's Alicia. And no, I had no idea that night on Amanda's that it would turn into this. It should have never turned into this. Man, we got a really cool day today. No, I'm loving it. Tablet Gate, yes. Those were the crazy days. But let's see what old, not old, because I have no idea who they are. To the people who are upset that Alicia is being called out. Oh, well, Alicia had to know this was coming. You cannot act like this and not YouTube hypocrisy. I mean, you just cannot. If and Amanda summed it up perfectly when she said, if a screenshot would have been shown of somebody's emails and Alicia's name and the word third on the list would have been in the same sentence as it was with Mander, Alicia would have had a total come apart. Mander didn't handle it like that. She just said, hey, if you got the email, I'd kind of like to know who you were talking to. The way it's looking, she was talking to her fucking self. Sorry, that's the conclusion I'm coming to. I don't know what else to think. What? Oh, you're mad at me for smashing the tablet? Yeah. It was broken, Captain Obvious. Or I would have given it away. And I just took all my brother's stuff to Exit Zero, which is for the homeless here. Right, exactly. Because we couldn't possibly allow attention to be put anywhere else but Laura for the next 10 years. No, that's not going to happen. I mean, it's fucked up what Laura did. Everybody agrees with that. Even people that stayed with Laura agrees with the fact that it was fucked up what Laura did. Very fucked up, unforgivable in some people's mind. And I said it when it first happened. If Leanna wants to talk about it for the next 10 years, then Leanna has every right to. But don't think for 1 minute, makeup mobster, that broke the internet, because it didn't. As far as I can see, nothing's really changed. Laura's channel's tanking, and makeup mobster's still going live talking shit on Laura. Nothing's changed. Right, Captain Obvious. But, makeup mobster made it sound like this was all a diversion to take the heat off of Laura. Well, unless Laura's involved in it, I don't know how that could be the case. And from what I can see, right, Crystal, even the people that still support Laura have called it how fucked up it is. But it's not going to break the internet. Hey, Puss in Boots. I mean, it's a messed up thing to have happened. Nobody should ever use outside sources to deal with online fuckery. But Alicia's not above it either. But, everybody just smooths that over. Well, because nobody likes Molly and nobody likes Corey. So, who cares if Alicia calls the cops? Fuck that. And for Alicia to get up there and say, and I'll do it again. Okay. Exactly, Donna. I don't know why. Makeup Mobster was annoyed at Diamond Cutter speaking about it. She has every right to talk about it. It was her personal, and maybe Makeup Mobster didn't know about what Alicia had done. Maybe she didn't even watch Diamond Cutter. Maybe people should start watching people before they speak on shit. I don't know. It's a thought. Yes. Yes. Makeup Mobster said yesterday she doesn't agree. She wouldn't have done it. She would not have done what Alicia did, call the cops on Corey. But hey, it's Corey, whatever. No, fuck that. Wrong is wrong. Ain't no two of us, none of us can sit here and say that we all like the same exact people. Tawanda goes places I wouldn't be caught dead in. I'm sure I go to places Tawanda wouldn't be caught dead in. No, Corey doesn't deserve it. And the thing is Alicia said that Corey was threatening her family and shit. Now keep in mind, Corey isn't a Canadian. Okay, she's in a whole nother country. But never was there proof shown that Corey threatened Alicia's family or her business or anything else. It was Corey's words that got the police called on her. But that's, who cares? It's Corey. Well, I'm sorry. I don't feel that way. So, yes, I will call you a cop caller, Alicia. Just like you called the cops on Molly Golightly. There's a shitload of people. There's probably not one Molly Golightly fan in this whole chat right now of 218 people. Probably not one. But it doesn't make it right. No. Alicia did not do it for Corey. She did not, she called on Corey, but not for Makeup Mobster, or Makeup Mobster did not call. No. Let's not, yeah. Makeup Mobster actually said yesterday, I wouldn't have done it. But thoughts on Randy's drunken live? Well, she looked as if she was having a good time. She definitely had the sea hag hair going on. I don't know. I learned my lesson about drinking and living a long time ago when I said those things to John Crime. So I was like, probably not going to do that. Oh, there's LaDonna. She's Mooley's number one or 1,000 fangirl. Not. Hot mess. We'll just leave it at that. Hot mess. No, she did not condone it, Madison Morgan. No, she did not. What she did was she said Makeup Mobster did not condone the cop calling. What she did say was, I wouldn't have done that, but it's Corey. Corey's crazy. That's what she did. It's like, I don't like Corey, so who really cares if Alicia called the cops on her? That's not right. You know, I don't like Makeup Mobster, but I don't think it's right what Laura did. Right. Corey's crazy, but Alicia isn't. I know, right? Make that make sense. Maybe it's just me, but if that many people were threatening me, I'd be doing some self reflecting. Science Girl seems to have a lot of enemies. Yeah, she does. And she never proves it. She always says, I proved it on my live stream. Well, we'll never know because you take your channel down every other month. So there's no way. Well, I think Makeup Mobster is going to have no choice but to back away from Alicia. Um, because Alicia's doing nothing but hurting her channel. Alicia shouldn't be every corner she's turning, throwing makeup mobster in there as some kind of flex. You know, my girl MM. I'll always, hey Brantley, I'll always be a wrench for my girl MM. Uh, I'm sorry, but that's the last person that I would want putting my name in their insanity. And maybe they've talked behind the scenes. I don't know. I can just tell you that I don't like Makeup Mobster's response to uh, what Alicia has done real life because she doesn't like those people. If Alicia would have called the cops on, say, I don't know, name somebody Makeup Mobster likes. Um, Another creator. Okay. I think Makeup Mobster likes Nonsense. I think her and Nonsense get along pretty well. What if Alicia would have called the cops on Nonsense? I bet Makeup Mobster would have something to say then. But because it's Corey, nah. Because it's Molly Golightly, nah. Fuck that. It's either wrong or it's wrong. So I have a real problem with that part. You know, Makeup Mobster said they just want to see me and Alicia fight. No, no, carry on, carry on. Allow her to be a part of your channel that she could have gotten ripped away from you the other day just simply by having a porn on her avatar. And let's be clear, Makeup Mobster did not see that avatar because she did not change it until after Makeup Mobster had uh, finished her live stream. What she didn't realize, or maybe she did realize it, who knows what goes through Alicia's brain, but was that avatar was going to show up as her typing in Makeup Mobster's chat with a wrench with porn on the avatar, nakedness on the avatar. And if somebody wanted to be petty, they could have caught that and reported it right then and there, and Makeup Mobster would have lost her channel. Now, again, to me, Alicia has become a liability to Makeup Mobster, but if Makeup Mobster doesn't feel the same, that's on her. I agree with you, Donna Baird. I totally agree with you. I feel like there is a reason why Makeup Mobster has allowed this. And when I say allowed, not promoted, not been a part of, but there's some reason why she's allowing Alicia to stay in her circle, knowing what kind of liability she is. There's a reason. I don't know why she did it, Diamond Cutter. I have no idea why she immediately changed her channel to D6 and D7 and put boobs and ass as her avatar. But rewatching Makeup Mobsters, and there I see that avatar floating through there. It's obviously Alicia because she's still, I mean, she has a wrench. It was her comments that I had just watched her make a half hour before. And I'm thinking, wow, you would really risk your girl, you would risk her channel. I don't know. I don't know. That's between her and Makeup Mobster. P.F. She's a wrench in Makeup Mobsters, and she was under the Alicia Clinton Capone. I don't know. She had some big long silly name to her channel, and because she has more pop up channels than Natasha fucking Cooper. So immediately following Makeup Mobster's live, she went and changed her avatar to pornography, which then shows up in Makeup Mobster's live stream while she's holding a wrench. And again, Makeup Mobster did not see this. It did not go on while she was live. She said she thought it was a good shot and sent it, then got mad when they shared it with Sloppy Molly. Oh, I don't know. I don't know whose boobs and ass it was. Don't want to know. Somebody came in under my comments. I don't know who they are and said, that might be Barnyard's boobs and ass. And I was like, well, congratulations to fucking Barnyard then. Because it was a banging body. So if that's her boobs and ass, then congratulations to Diamond Cutter. It had one crooked butt cheek, but everything else looked pretty spot on. I don't know whose boobs, Tess. I've never seen those boobs, but I'm not a big boob person. I'm not like Randy. I don't go around here asking to see everybody's boobies. I don't know. I mean, to me, Alicia has definitely become a liability. It, well, to me, she's always been a liability. Diamond Cutter says, yes, it was her. But yes, Twanda, if they were rocking, they had to be Twanda's. Now, everybody can claim those boobs and butt because they were spot on. But if you claim them, you have to admit that you showed Alicia your boobs and your ass. Remember there's consequences to all of our actions. I like MM. She really needs to think. I don't like MM, but I agree with you. She really does need to think hard on this. Hello, Mojo Joe. I haven't seen you in 100 years. No, Madison, we're teasing. She posted some pornography pictures, but not. I don't. I mean, Diamond Cutter wants to claim it, and I don't blame her. But I mean, I would claim it, but then I would have to admit that I've showed Alicia my titties and ass, and I'm not doing it. Plus, nobody's going to believe that's me. My God, I got 3 chins. I don't know, Donna Baird. I agree with every comment you've made, whether it be under a channel or right here in my chat. I don't know why. I guess time will tell if Leanna decides that she's more of a liability than she is, or, is there a nefarious reason to keep her around? I don't know. Yes, it was a biracial, beautiful body. And unlike Mallory, I cannot claim to be 2% black. I just can't. I tan very well, but I can't run around in a t shirt bragging being a biracial woman. Oh, I know filters can hide those wrinkles and extra cert. Oh, tell me. You, no, Diamond Cutter wasn't the. We only saw the back bum, not the front. Thank God. I don't know whose pictures they were. I don't know where she got them, but that'll just tell you where her mind will go. Like, who did she think that was going to affect by putting nude pictures as her avatar and her channel banner? All it did for me was I started laughing and subscribed. That's all I did. Oh, shaking my head. Don't. Now, again, let's get in. Sybil at it again. No, I'm just giving my. I don't know where she's at today. I mean, she's creeping around. She's probably right here in this chat. I every time I sub to Alicia every single time she creates a channel because I get tired of chasing her around the internet. I was her first sub on that channel. I can't follow the crazy and be interested, in what's going on. Always watching. I was her first sub on her channel, her nudie channel. That's our girl. Sure was. I'll admit it. And not because it was a nudie channel. I've subbed up to all of her crazy channels because it's impossible to keep track of her. And you got to keep track of her because she's so freaking fascinating and not in a good way. And not in a good way. Hey, Janie Bobaney. I don't think so, Miss Leah. Hey, Amac. I mean, if she has, she's under a channel I'm not sub to. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was her first sub on her nudie channel. Because I am totally fascinated with the way all of this is unfolded. I'm like sitting back going, do what? I'm applying for YouTube retirement. The DC has gotten icky to troll. Hey, Steph. I'm not gonna lie. I was her first sub. I started laughing because as soon as I hit subscribe, it popped up one subscriber. I was like, yeah, ding, 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 ding. That would be me, Alicia. Hey, girl. Because her mind is fascinating to me. And like I said, not in a good way. It is fascinating to me to watch somebody that has such a hair trigger. And it only became more fascinating to me over the last. I mean, I've always known she was a strange bird. But to watch what she did to Diamond Cutter, I was like, she's really flipped her lid this time. And then she gives us a list of her friends, her real friends. Yet look what she did to Pugs. Pugs wrote one comment that wasn't even bad. And she turned on Pugs like a rabid pug. The growl is kind of funny. It just, I gotta be honest with you, it fascinates me. I can't help it. And when I was listening to, and again, listening to Makeup Mobster yesterday, and I got to be honest with you, I don't sit through. Yes, Squirrel Sandwich. They sure were. Hey, happy, happy, happy. Did her illness turn her mean? I don't know. But Makeup Mobster's chat was on fire yesterday. And I was enjoying every minute of it. I can't sit through a whole live stream. I'm in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So if I didn't hear it, truth of the matter is, I probably really didn't hear it. because I have a hard time just sitting through a whole entire live stream. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's something in my brain. But I was so fascinated by Makeup Mobster's chat that, and Makeup Mobster, I was, just waiting for it to click with Makeup Mobster, because it's not the only communication Makeup Mobster has had about this whole fucked up email being attacked. That was the whole reasoning behind Makeup Mobster tracking IPs, which I still don't understand. You track IPs, but then say tracking an IP doesn't give you any information. So why exactly would you do that? To me, that's like peeling grapes. If it doesn't give you any information, what are you looking for then? I mean, you just want to sit there and look at a string of numbers? Right, eye lurker. I don't understand the whole tracking of the IP addresses either. I mean, if you got information from them, I guess, there would be a reason to do it. But how can you say, you know, yeah, I track IP addresses, big deal. It doesn't give you any information. So what the fuck did you do it for? I'm I'm totally curious. I'm asking an honest question. If you don't get nothing out of it, maybe it's checked to see if same IP address is being used. Maybe, but it was one number off. So I don't think it was very accurate anyways. And the funny thing is, in my opinion, and in most of the community's opinion at this point, people that I know of that I've spoken to about it, it all comes back to Alicia, anyways. Folders and folders with IP addresses that you get absolutely no information from, according to Makeup Mobster. I've never tracked an IP, never had any reason to. Don't care where you're sitting. Don't care what numbers belongs to your device. But hey, whatever floats your fucking boat. Well, YouTube hypocrisy, that came right out of Makeup Mobster's mouth. There's screenshots to show that's what got Tiffany Marie involved. Because she was one of the IP addresses that was being tracked. And everybody's over there, not everybody. Makeup Mobster's like, well, why is Tiffany Marie involving herself? Hey, British Chippy. Hey, Daniel Berry. Well, she's involving herself because that was one of the IP addresses that was being tracked. So, and unless you're Makeup Mobster and you know exactly what an IP address shows and doesn't show, if you find out your IP is being tracked, don't you kind of want to know why? Yes, Alicia did involve Tiffany. And I don't know why Alicia wouldn't just come clean about that and say, look, I involved Tiffany Marie. I got on the phone. I got in a call with Tiffany Marie. Why not just come clean about it? Hey, Jane the Teach. So, we're never going to know, why Makeup Mobster is downplaying this so much when Alicia makes her whole channel look clownish. And I'm not a Makeup Mobster fan, so I don't really care what happens to her channel. No, I'm not a striker. I don't do that. Um, I can have empathy for what happened to Makeup Mobster and not become her friend. Makeup Mobster notified me when my brother passed away, which, by the way, Alicia, if you're listening, that's the only time Diamond Cutter has notified me is when my brother passed away. And she left a comment and said she was sorry. But Makeup Mobster did text me and say she was sorry to hear about my brother. I said thank you. It didn't mean we were going to be best buddies. Yeah, right, Crystal. But look at the position she put Unknown Capone in. It's like all this cloning bullshit that's going on. It's putting people in a bad way, But I guess if you're lonely enough in your life that cloning people's accounts and going into chats and saying fucked up shit in order for it to come back on the person that you cloned, if that's what trips your trigger, personally, I think you need mental health. But I mean, nobody's buying it, Alicia. No one. Well, maybe Makeup Mobster, and I doubt that. But no one is buying that your life threatening, job threatening, uh, torturing, harassing troll has now become your friend. Hey, Amelia. Hey, Texas girl. Has now become your friend, and they're going to help you clear your name. I'll be waiting patiently, waiting for that live stream to go up. How about you guys? Don't cancel any plans because I just don't see it happening. Has someone asked Capone? I do believe there might be a couple ladies in this chat that talked to Capone. And you got to remember, Capone was such an easy target because he was such a large simp for Laura that they targeted him. They picked him. Capone had his day where he, as himself, admittedly, would go into Makeup Mobsters and say some simpy stuff for Laura. Zero talks to Capone. And what a mess this has created for him. He says it's not him. So, what a mess this has created for him. Not fair. But whoever it is going to go up on Alicia's panel and they're going to straighten this all out. Yes, Terry Lynn, I am definitely staying out of trouble. They're going to straighten all of this out. It's, oh, motherfucker. I just turned my neck. They're going to fix all this. They're going to clear Alicia from all wrongdoing. But what they can't clear her from is the fact that she's a cop caller. What they can't clear her from is the fact that she treated her friend, her the friend that supported her through her cancer and everything else. Yeah, it ain't quit hurting, Junebug, but I've got a doctor's appointment coming. I don't know, Terry Lynn. I don't know what her new channel is. I can't. I mean, it's a full time job following that bitch around. It's worse than trying to follow Natasha back in the day. Right, Ninja Orchid. I haven't seen Ben, British Chippy. I haven't seen him. Right. I'm waiting with I'm sitting here waiting with bated breath to hear what the life threatening, business destroying, family threatening troll of Alicia's is going to say on a panel. I mean, are they going to get up there and say, "Hello, my name is Jim Bob Smith, and I'm the I'm the real unknown Capone troll, uncloned Capone." I mean, how many has there been? I mean, is that what they're going to do? I'm the one that caused so much havoc for unknown Capone and Alicia and uh, I guess Makeup Mobster, because Makeup Mobster took it upon herself to track IP addresses for Alicia. I don't know. I think the troll has me blocked because I don't remember seeing the ugly comments that were left. Maybe I did, and I just, because they're people I don't like, I was like, whatever. I don't normally I can check out an ugly comment, and even if I don't like the other person, I can say that's fucking ugly. I mean, I'm not a Marianne fan or Starlight fan, but when a troll came in here, right. Here's the thing though, if that doesn't happen, I want solid proof that this unknown person, and not just someone willing to take the fall for Alicia. True. And I even thought about that. I'm going to go ahead and throw an idea out at her. I thought she would get some total stranger off the street, someone that's not on YouTube, to come on a live stream and say, "Hi, I'm unknown Capone troll that has threatened Alicia, and her and I have talked it out, and everything's cool now. We're communicating. We're good now. And I'm the one that caused all the havoc and left all the nasty comments everywhere. And I'm sorry, unknown Capone, that I did that to your name." Again, waiting with bated breath for that to happen. But it's an idea. Yep, sure have, British. It's an idea, though, Alicia. Go. The one that is harassing Alicia must be invisible to others. Thank you, Diamond Cutter. You've not seen the comments either? Because I have it. And you know me, always watching. How would I miss that? I don't understand it. I mean, like I said, to me, it's kind of intriguing. I'm a little bored in life right now. I got a bum shoulder, bum neck, whatever's going on. Um, right, sour girl. IP addresses do nothing. So why look them up? And then why put out there that I don't even know who put it out there. I don't know. See, I wouldn't know what an IP address showed you. I would have no idea what an IP address showed you because I've never looked for one. And if they show nothing, why would I? But somebody had a reason in here earlier that maybe they did it to see if it was coming from the same location. I don't know. Maybe that was. I'm sure Makeup Mobster wouldn't mind explaining that. I don't know. But I know Makeup Mobster has some diehards like Purple Rain, like B Fergs, like JP, uh, like Mercedes Girl, that they set that chat on fire yesterday. And for Makeup Mobster to just basically be able to overlook it and keep on rolling with the flow, I was kind of amazed with Makeup Mobster yesterday. I was like, wow, she's not even acknowledging. She did finally say, "I hate all this fighting in my chat." Well, maybe you shouldn't give a wrench to a real lifer. I don't know. Just a thought, Makeup Mobster. But you know, I find it weird that Makeup Mobster hasn't acknowledged any of this, but I guess it's her right not to. No, I haven't seen it, Terry Lynn. See, proof I'm not always watching. I'll go and watch it as soon as I'm off of here. But like I said, with what Alicia did yesterday was so reckless. So reckless. And I mean, come on, Makeup Mobster makes some pretty good candle stuff. There's some of it I don't care for, but doesn't matter. I'm not going to make her break the bank. But she uses YouTube to promote her business. And when you have a liability like Alicia floating around you, you be careful. Me not liking Makeup Mobster, it's easy for me to sit back and say, oh, there's something sinister going on here. I like chasing stuff too. I got to be honest with you. I've had Laura's candles and they smell good and came packaged just fine. So I can't really even say bad shit about Laura's candles. I'm not going to lie. But for somebody that doesn't like Makeup Mobster, it's real easy to sit back and say, oh, shady shit going on here. You know, there's something shady going on here because Makeup Mobster's not, Makeup Mobster's the one that stands up and calls out the bullshit, right? Well, depending on who it is, I guess, like the rest of us. But so it's easy for me to say that. I don't have no proof of that. I mean, do I think tracking IPs is fucking creepy? Yeah, I kind of do, but whatever. But for Makeup Mobster to say, you know, this is just a diversion, all of the, and kind of like laying it on Diamond Cutter a little bit. That Diamond Cutter helped create this diversion, participated. I won't even say help create, participated in this diversion to take the heat off of Laura. This doesn't, for once, have anything to do with Laura. Laura's a shitbag. She called CPS. I mean, that's all. I mean, what more can be said about that? And for Makeup Mobster to think that this big diversion was created by a channel, a fucking clip channel that she always loved when it was talking about Molly, all of a sudden she doesn't love it anymore because it's talking about Alicia or because it took away the attention off of Makeup Mobster's call. That will never be okay. No matter whether you support Laura or not, nobody that I know of have said, go girl, you go. We're so proud of you for involving an outside agency into a child's life. I don't think anybody has said that. I love Alicia's work. I think Alicia's candles were beautiful. I mean, like I said, there's things of Laura's that I wouldn't buy. There's things of Makeup Mobsters that, well, at this point, I'm not buying anything from anybody off the fucking internet. I mean, or off of YouTube, anyways, because strangely, you'll end up in some fuckery that all you ever wanted was a lamp or a candle. Right, Daria. But it's not going to break the internet what Laura did. I mean, I don't know what Makeup Mobster is expecting. And she, by all means, can talk about it until the cows come home. It's her right to do so. But it's not going to break the internet. There's so much fucked up shit that goes on around here. Yes, PF is. Sorry, guys. You can all leave now except PF because, well, she's my favorite. But there's so much that goes on the internet that one person's actions is not going to break it. MM is pissed, so what? I would be too. Yeah, I would too, Terry Lynn. I would too. And that's what I said. If she wants to talk about it from now until, you know, she's 90, that's her business. I mean, carry on with your bad self. But for her to say what she said yesterday about this has all been a diversion to take the heat off of Laura, I don't think that clip channel, everything YouTubes or whatever, YouTubers or whatever it is, I don't think they're no big Laura fan. What's the matter, Captain? Oh, you leaving because PF? Yeah, PF has a tendency to run people off in my chat. Settle down there, girl. But I just think something else came up, and it happens to be Alicia's fuckery. I don't think it was done to take, I don't think Manderlin went live to take any heat off of Laura. It was because something else came up, something else to talk about. I don't think there's no big grand scheme to help Laura out. And that's kind of what Makeup Mobster was saying yesterday. I was like, seriously, this is the route you're going to take, Leanna? Is that this was all created to take the heat off of Laura when it came down to an email that Alicia swears she sent to Leanna or Makeup Mobster. She swears she did that. She forwarded everything to Makeup Mobster because, according to her, I was harassing her so badly in emails that she had to shut down that account. Now, we all know that's not true, and that's why it never gained any traction. There was no traction gained with all of her friends know she was harassing me in emails. I don't know why they won't step up and say something. Well, because it's not true. And I told you, Alicia, I'll put our emails out there. Do you want me to do that? I can't do it because I can't even make a video, but I could find somebody to do it. PF James. No, it didn't. It's our girl. That's a crazy theory that Makeup Mobster come up with. That this was all a diversion to take away from Laura. Mander can't stand Laura. It was a simple question that would have ended, and I do believe Makeup Mobster told Alicia, why are you behaving this way? Why are you being a freak? At least she said she did. you know, but Alicia just wouldn't let it go like a dog with a fucking bone, like a psycho with a fucking, you know, target. But I couldn't believe Makeup Monster was even saying that yesterday. I'm going to go watch. They're saying that Makeup Mobster put out a video. So I'm definitely going to go watch it. Um, I don't know what it's about, obviously, but I see Terry Lynn or somebody in here is saying that Makeup Mobster has put out a video. I don't know. I haven't seen it. And maybe she's realized that Alicia is too much of a liability for her. I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet. And if she doesn't, right, the diversion began and ends with Alicia, right? Her forever mod. Maybe not. She just put out a video. And you know what? I feel the same way about people that remain friends with Alicia. You know, Alicia gave a list of her real friends the other day. I think there's like 4 people on it. And if they want to remain friends with Alicia, then by all means do it. But do it with caution. Can you imagine breaking up with Alicia? No. No. Well, Laura needs not attack one of the women that came clean, because when it boils right down to it, Laura, you did it. You did it, and you told people you did it, and therefore you got to wear it like a big scarlet letter. And by harassing people that did come clean about it, doesn't do nothing, Laura, but make you look even shadier. So your best bet is just to move on. Like I said, I don't dislike. So what? Did somebody run to one win with their private messages with Laura? See, that's the kind of shit I don't like. That's the kind of shit I don't like. Is run into people that you have set and trashed for 4 or 5 years. You know, you want to put your truth out there, then you put it out there. But you don't have to run to somebody that you've set and told to eat more cheeseburgers and everything else. So they ran back to Makeup Mobster. I don't agree with that either. Letting Makeup Mobster know with proof that Laura was the one that did it, I don't have a problem with that. Right, Rockabit. I don't have a problem with letting Makeup Mobster know who did it with proof. Not at all. Um, but to run to Makeup Mobster as your savior, I'm sorry. I don't roll that way. Right, PF. Hey, Natalie from CA. I mean, I can make up my mind and just decide I'm not going to support anybody. I'm not going to give them a view. I'm not going. They're not going to be a part of my online life. Nobody's really a part of my offline life. I mean, there's a couple, but um, I just never have been one of those that ran to, the enemy of my enemy. I don't roll that way. But that's just me. Whatever the girls want to do. But Laura threatening them, that's not right. Laura, that's not right. And Laura, you made this. No, they did run to her, Crystal. They ran to her in the very beginning and now hang out in her chat as regulars. If I would have had that information, I could have easily shared that with Leanna without becoming Leanna's supporter. But that's just me. Yes, enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yep. So, no, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with Capone doing it. But you know what? That's Capone. I've heard makeup mobsters say some of the most horrible shit about Capone. By the same token, Capone would go in there and ask for it. Oh, no. MM is showing an email Laura sent Michelle. MM isn't showing anything about Alicia's emails. Of course not, Donna. Because we don't want to take that diversion. We don't want to take that diversion. We don't want to take that off of Laura. We don't want to take the heat off of Laura, because so many of us have just decided just to ice her out and be done with it. But let's keep the spotlight on her. Keep showing your ass, Laura, because you look pretty stupid. And I haven't even seen the text messages, so. But I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Let me guess. They ruined her channel. They ruined her life. How could they do this? Blah, blah, blah. I haven't even seen them yet. No, Laura, you ruined it. You ruined it when you picked up that phone. That's when you ruined it. And that's how I feel about that. You think Alicia should hit up Wade Wilson? We need Ben back. Yeah. There's no getting around that. It doesn't matter how you feel about Makeup Mobster. But see, I feel the same way about what was done to Corey and what was done to Molly Golightly. But that just gets swept under the rug because it's Corey and it's Molly Golightly. And that that shouldn't be. You don't have to like somebody to stand up and say something's wrong. And I don't get it. I don't get the whole. Yes, Laura will always wear that scarlet letter. She will. That's what happens when you do major fuck ups on the internet. That's what happens when you go off of the internet and into somebody's real life. I've been here for so many years now. I don't even know how many. I came here looking for Darlie Routier stuff, and lo and behold, my first video was Brian St. John telling me he hopes my cancer ate me from the puss up. Whatever, old news. Um, but I don't know even know how. I do know how I landed here. I started following uh by watching Brian shit. I was introduced to Pink and Makeup Mobster and eventually Laura. And I started following Makeup Mobster first. I was in her chats. Um, you know, I never did anything, said anything out of the way. I didn't know her. I didn't. And I'll never forget after being in her chats for a long time. Uh, well, I mean, I don't know how long it was, but and it's back when they had the old stream. What was it? Was it the old Hangouts? It wasn't like StreamYard. And she had Brian and Marianne on her panel one night. Starlight. I shouldn't call her by her first name. Hello, Starlight. And she had Brian, and I will call him by his first name because that's his channel name. And I'll never forget, as soon as Brian saw my name in the chat, and I had never done anything wrong. Right, Puss in Boots. And as soon as Brian saw my name in the chat, he started telling Makeup Mobster, get her out of here, get her out of here. She's this, she's that. And then, hello, Starlight. You blame Dr. Phil. He did put it on the map, didn't he, PF? But then Hello Starlight started screaming, get her out of here. She stalks Brian. She's been stalking him for 15 years. And next thing I know, Makeup Mobster blocks me out of her chat. Now, we became okay after that, and then not okay again, because Makeup Mobster will tell you that I quit following her due to Corey. It had nothing to do with Corey. And I probably still have the text messages. It has everything to do with the fact that she hooked back up with Laura. But then the next thing you know, I got booted from Makeup Mobster, so I went over to Laura's and I became a big simp for Laura. And then when I got tired of Laura's shit is when I kind of broke out on my own and said, fuck it. Hey, Sunnyside. But that's how that all went down. You blame Uber Goober. Now, see, those are back. Those are the DC days that I know nothing about, Terry Lynn. Hey, Cosmic. I don't know about those days. That's why when Corey gives me a hate video telling me about this one and that one, and I'm like, I wasn't even around back then. I don't know these people. I don't know who did what to who. You blame Gray Hughes. Well, put it on him, Miss Leah. I mean, the blame, not, don't give him, well, do whatever you want. But keep giving Makeup Mobster ammo, Laura. Keep doing that. That's a smart move. Because if you think these girls aren't going to turn over every single thing you say to them from this point forward, well, you might as well jump in the psycho sidecar to Alicia's bike. See, Tawanda, I don't, hey, Sergeant Blackrock, I wasn't around back in those days. I mean, when I did start snooping in on the OGDC, remember it was Diane that fucking drug Molly in, I think. But I already knew Molly. And remember the big peace accord with Dave the fisherman when he had the whole chat believing he could turn your camera on from his computer? Oh, good Lord. I was like, who are these people? And the next thing you know, I'm one of these people. CPF, I don't even know that I have a reunion going on in here because I don't know everybody. Hey, Kirby Barbie. Yeah, I'll never forget the peace accord. And we're sitting over in Dave the fisherman, who just ornery as all get out. That's where I met Wog, uh, Vinny G. Um, that's where I met all them people. And I'm sitting there, and there's several, hey, little lady, several hundred people in the chat. And this crazy man says, watch this. And he flips up a still, not moving picture of Lindy. What's her name? I don't even remember her name. Can we talk about drunk Randy? What can you say? What can you say about drunk Randy? I mean, hey, Bluebird. Yeah, Dave. That's where we was. We was at the Fisherman's. And of course, I'm not typing in chat or nothing because I don't even think I want to get to know these people. Yeah, Lindy. And Dave pulls up a picture of her and says, see, I just turned on her computer. Well, that made me reach out and go check out Lindy, which I always liked. I never had a problem with Lindy. Um, and then that got me into the Boris and, all that shit for a little bit. I didn't stick around long. But see how little you get pulled into like little, you just get like sucked into these little, hey, Flossom. Wog has 3,000 people blocked. Well, let me tell you something. After his rant the other day about Pirate and Savage and shit, Wog, Wog, stop it. No, I didn't jump in the whole Dave the Fisherman. The whole nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Remember, that was one of the reasons I left Laura, because she was fucking around with him. Not literally. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know that you could do some of the things online that people do nowadays. There's people that sit and laugh at me because I had no idea that you could have a remote control sex toy. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it happens. Well, good. I'm glad he's still alive. I don't want him dead. Watch my mouth. I am. It was a conversation. I didn't know that that kind of thing even existed. That somebody in Germany could be flicking your bean in Ohio. I didn't know that. It took my friends telling me about this. Cosmic. I had no idea that kind of thing went on. Who knew? I mean, who would think that was possible? So when I would hear about all this phone boning and shit, I'd be like, what? I mean, in reality, aren't you flicking your own bean? You're just doing it to somebody on the other end of the phone. I mean, but then I got told different. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I truly am a boomer. Did y'all know that? Did you know that could happen? Be honest. Did y'all know it? Thank you, I lurker. I lurker didn't know it could happen either. I had no idea. I did not know that you could be sitting clear across the globe, satisfying, physically satisfying someone in fucking Toledo or something. It was like, wow, mind blowing. The auto blow 9000. Hello, Zoot Zen Boots. It's really true, I lurker. Google it. It's a thing. I guess you just, hey, Tatum, I guess you just mail your partner the other half. I don't know, Cosmic, speak up. And I'm trying, I shouldn't put the heat on Cosmic because he's not the only one that told me about this. Because, well, I have to be, I know technology is amazing. And just think, you don't have to cook for them, you don't have to clean, you don't have, all you do is turn it off, take the batteries out. Robert who? Crazy. I could turn the lights on at my friend's house. I know. I never talked this long. I haven't talked in a long time. It's a thing, Puss in Boots. You learned it from 50 Shades of Grey. Curvy. I read all three of those books, and I do not remember that happening. I remember when they went out to dinner, but they were at the same table. He wasn't in Germany and her in Toledo. And I'm only using those two. I mean, it could be any, I don't know. I'm not doxing anybody that's electronically phone boning. Oh, I thought you wanted me to shut up. I was like, well, just another troll's had enough. It's crazy, man. I mean, I'm just amazed. I gotta be honest with you. Shit like that. But, I guess that's one of the enjoyments of being a boomer. Because when you find out stuff like that, you're like, oh my God, that really happens? Oh, there's an app for it. There's an app. I should have known there was a freaking app. There's an app for everything. See? Thank you, Cosmic. Laverne Lush 3 remote control. You looked it up, didn't you, Allerker? You just went and Googled it. It's insane. I'm going to need the lights off so it won't work for me. Oh my God, the insanity of it all. Allerker went and looked it up. It is true. But see, I didn't know about it. And I was just talking with a small group of friends, and I'm like, man, what's up with all this phone boning shit going on, behind the scenes? And then the next thing you know, that topic came up, and I was like, oh, that ain't a thing. And it just so happens Cosmic was in my little group I was talking to, and he's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no way. Wish list item. Sad thing is, I don't know anybody out of the country. But hell, you can give it to the man up the street or the woman up the street, whatever you choose. But you can give it to the man up the street and never have to face him. Wouldn't that be embarrassing running into him in the grocery store? Yeah, about last night. Yes, I have British. I hit my notification on if you're not subbed up to phone calls from prison. Great, what a buzz! the Stop it! You're all making my shoulder hurt. If you're not subbed up to that phone calls from prison, um, that's where I watch it at. I know there's another man that does commentary with it, and he's kind of funny, but um, well, true, Cosmic, true. Bye, sour girl. I can't. If I leave the screen, it'll knock me out. I'm not that tech savvy. You all know this. If I start pressing buttons, I'm done. I can't even share screen. But yes, the Wade Wilson calls are freaking. Well, the guy that does the commentary, he adds to the humor. And phone calls from prison, they just put out the calls. But yes, another drop that in the insanity bucket. The bucket is getting full just on this one live stream. It is bizarre and gets more bizarre. I mean, he just wants money on his books. He don't care if it's Joey. He don't care if it's Kristen. He don't care if it's he don't care. He just needs some long johns. Keep in mind, he's in Florida. Kiosk. Yeah. Hey baby. Hey baby. Yeah. Yeah, I love you too. Think you could hit up my kiosk? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm down to like nothing. I got like not. Oh yeah, my dad's a dick. Think you could put some money on my kiosk though before you, or you gonna make it down here? Don't tell me what time you're coming. Because you're in jail. So why sit around and wait on something? Yeah, listen, listen. I'm waiting for him to hook up with a Linda. Please, somebody out there whose name is Linda, please write to him on the kiosk so I can hear him say, listen, listen, Linda, please, I'll give you the money to send to him. No, I won't. But Wouldn't it be funny if he hooked up with a Linda? Listen, 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 Linda. The kiosk. You going to get down to it before, because they take that money off tomorrow. Okay, back to Randy's drunk live. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I was, I, I'm kind of speechless about it. I don't know. I mean, she definitely had the sea blown hair going on, and Jim's glasses. What the only thing I could think about the whole, and I only watched a few minutes of it. I didn't set for the right. Yeah, she can never talk about anybody being live and drunk again. True. Learn your lesson. But the only thing I could think about was how bad her and Jim were going to feel the next day. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you're on vacation, you're in Florida. I'm not doxing that. I don't know the location in Florida. Don't care. They said they were in Florida. Uh, and all I could think about for the couple of minutes I listened in on it was, man, they're going to feel like hammered hell tomorrow. And you're on vacation. It sucks to feel like that. Oh, I see Zero. I didn't watch all of it. I think it's still up rock a bit. But I swear, all I kept thinking was, man, you're going to puke on your way to the aquarium tomorrow or wherever you went. Last thing I want with a hangover is to be underground staring at a million fish swimming by when you can't even focus your eyes on one. But hey, roll with it, Randy. Roll with it. But guys, I've gone 47 minutes over my live time. Y'all know I'm good for 1 hour. And it's been fun. I should come live. Hey, Steph. Weren't you just in here, Steph? What do you mean? Hey, I didn't know you were live. You were just in here. Unless you have a clone. I'm pretty sure she was just in here. But I'm getting off here. Alicia, I have to say, you have a fascinating brain. It's just very intriguing how you can turn such a molehill into this mountain that has done nothing but reflect poorly on you and your friends. Um, Makeup mobster, for you to think that this was some kind of planned diversion to take any kind of heat off Laura. Well, I guess you got your heat back because now you're showing text messages. So good for you. But that's about as asinine as something that Alicia would come up with. Um, Laura, you contacting the people that dropped the bomb on you, it's not going to work out in your favor, girl. And I haven't even seen the video or the screenshots. But I'm just telling you, it's not going to work out in your. Maybe you're just ready to blow it all up, Laura, and get a 9 to 5 because that's what you seem to be doing. And I can't be bothered with it. It is what it is. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in here. Diamond Cutter, I told you I'm a team of one, but I got your back on this one. You were done dirty, no doubt about it. But You have to learn to expect that when you hang with people like Alicia. They're embarrassing. Laura should be embarrassed. I don't think Laura's capable of being embarrassed. I don't think she has it in her to be embarrassed. I don't think that's a feeling that Laura actually knows how to feel. So, I mean, Laura's that kind of person, it's like drinking poison and expecting, the other motherfucker to die. It's like, hello. I don't think Laura knows the feeling of embarrassment or humiliation, or I don't think she knows those things. I really don't. Thank you, PF. I am. I'm going to get in and get an x-ray or something done. They got to do something, or they just got to take the whole fucking arm off, because this hurts way too bad. And I have a new spot in my heart for people who suffer from chronic pain, because this has been going on we're pushing 3 weeks or maybe a little over. Sunnyside, I think Makeup Mobster put out a video or something. But I'm going to jump off. Probably didn't cover all the bases I wanted to cover, but we had a little laugh. That's all that's important. And I'll see you guys around the tube. Bye, guys.